Richardson joined Haynes, but it was the new batsman who was playing a classic innings.
Well, that's a magnificent shot. Into the fence it goes, so another boundary.
Richardson. Oh, he's in good touch. He's in great touch. Superb cover drive. He's having a wonderful summer, Richie Richardson. Another one. He's in good touch. Good shot. They're certainly playing some shots. What a feast for the fans today at the Adelaide Oval. The West Indians taking up the challenge. They have to score 315 to avoid the follow-on. 50-run partnership at a rate of knots. What a great on-drive.
It was a lovely exhibition of stroke play from those two players, Des Haynes and Richie Richardson. They gave the Australians terrific belting around the park there in the last 16 overs. They were scoring at 60 runs per 100 balls. Wonderful entertainment for this Adelaide Oval crowd. 16,000 here today, and they saw everything. The card. The pitch is in great nick. The card. The pitch is in great nick, and so too are Richie Richardson and Desmond Haynes. It's the first over, 2 runs added, and Merv Hughes is coming into Richie Richardson. Here's Rodney Marsh, and with him is Tony Greig.
In the air and through the gap there between second slip and gully. And Tim May just a little sluggish down on the third man boundary. He's got that one away. It's in the air and fine of the fieldsman down there. It could so easily have gone straight down the throat of Whitney. They're feeding him that bouncer in the hope that he'll hit one in the air straight to the fieldsman back there. It might be a costly exercise. This one did go up.
Well, I guess they've got 515 runs, so they reckon they can afford to try a few things, but no doubt in my mind that Merv's a much better bowler when he's keeping the ball up.
The Australians were struggling to contain Richardson, the West Indians scoring at a frightening run rate. Surprisingly, his 50 came up with a simple single.
Well, that's his half-century. A magnificent little innings this by Richie Richardson. 35 balls for 50. That tells you exactly how he's been playing. 9 fours in that half-century. He's looking dangerous.
Haynes was complimenting Richardson's run chase.
That's into the gap as well. Well fielded. And the ball running down towards the boundary there, and Dean Jones backing up Stephen Waugh. Waugh just flicking it back, and Dean Jones there to take that little flick.
But not even the great Desmond Haynes could equal the performance of Richardson in a run-scoring mood.
Oh, he smashed that one through the gap at mid-wicket. The seagulls are flying in all directions as that one hits the boundary fence. This could be a quick 100 if he stays around for a while.
It's just a glorious shot. Just transferring the weight onto the back foot, rolling the wrists over it, and finding the gap. And the timing is just unbelievable.
There's another magnificent shot. Boy, he looks as if he's going for it.
I don't know, that was a regulation half volley, and that's what should happen to half volleys on a wicket like this. In fact, on any wicket. Good players find the gaps, and you know, you can't afford to bowl half volleys to blokes that are in form.
With Richie Richardson as he pulls that one away down towards square leg, and that'll go into the fence as well. So Border has a rather blank look on his face at the moment. because Richie Richardson is in a very punishing mood. Oh, he smashed that one too. It's running down towards third man. Into the fence it goes. Another boundary. 4-4 so far off this over, 16 runs.
If Richardson was punishing pace bowling, then Haynes was hammering the spinners.
Into the gap and down towards mid-wicket. That's the shorter boundary, so will it get there? Well, good effort, but into the fence it goes. Whitney's the fielder down there trying to cut that one off.
Both the Australians and now the West Indies were having a glorious batsman's innings, something that had clearly gone to the heads of the Adelaide crowd. But as the spin of May and Holmes started to do its work, it was heads down for the Windies pair.
Close. Got to be close. My word, it maybe was going down leg shot. He was back and across. Looked to be the flipper.
Just a missed-leg stump.
Whilst Richardson's century was looming, Haynes had reached a landmark of his own.
That's a good stroke. Long chase from Merv Hughes. They'll run 4. Depends how he timed it if they've got a chance for 5. Well, Merv might cut them off.
Good shot. The way to bring up your 50.
The Windies were still slashing away, but those glorious shots were becoming more sporadic as the Australian bowling began to slow the burgeoning score.
Hasn't missed that one, though. Beautifully placed and well timed. And it brings up a magnificent century for Richie Richardson.
After lunch, the West Indies resumed at 1 for 178. The Australians had managed to slow the run rate down earlier in the day and were now starting to make more obvious inroads into the Windies' innings.
Oh, that might be out. Yes, there's an edge on that. No, there's not. All of Australia in the air. And unfortunately for them, the umpire doesn't consider there was any bat involved in that one. Well, can we pick up a little edge here or not?
Taken and a very confident appeal, and Richardson looking very suspiciously at the umpire.
Haynes helped push the total towards 200.
Nice shot by Desmond Haynes. He's timed it beautifully. There's a chase here for both fielders, but neither will get there. That's a beautiful shot by Haynes.
Yes, lovely timing. He's playing this shot through mid-wicket pretty well. And on that occasion, he hit it right in the middle of the bat. Border had to fall in behind it. Really did chase it down there, but was never going to stop it.
Richardson looked like he might repeat Dean Jones' feat of a day earlier, until his downfall was engineered by new boy Michael Whitney.
Wilhelm Kai, but no finishes, caught cover. Ball hit straight to cover, so Michael Whitney has been rewarded for some very good bowling after lunch. He's troubled both batsmen. He deserved that wicket. Richardson caught Jones, bowled Whitney for 106. The West Indies are 2 for 186.
Yes, they needed this one, and he went after it. He wasn't quite to the pitch of it. It went flying in the direction of Jones, who made no mistake. Caught that ball around his ankles, and he knew that was a bit of a bonus. But well bowled, Michael Whitney. He's kept a good line there. And Richie Richardson on his way after a magnificent 106. The West Indies 2 down for 180.